In the summer of 1518, in the city of Strasbourg, a woman walked into the street and started dancing. At first, nobody thought much of it. Maybe she was celebrating. Maybe she was entertaining herself. But as the hours passed, people began to notice something strange. She wasn't stopping. There was no music, no audience, no reason, just endless dancing. Historical records identify her as Frau Trophäa. By nightfall, she was still dancing. The next morning, she was still dancing, exhausted, sweating, barely able to stand, yet somehow unable to stop. And then things got even stranger, because within days, other people began joining her. 1 became 5. 5 became 20. 20 became dozens. Soon, entire groups of people were dancing through the streets, not joyfully, not willingly. Witnesses described people moving with expressions of fear and pain. Some dancers collapsed from exhaustion. Others continued despite swollen legs, bleeding feet, and extreme dehydration. According to historical accounts, some people reportedly died. Heart failure, stroke, pure exhaustion. The city authorities were desperate, but instead of stopping the dancing, they made a decision that sounds unbelievable today. They thought the victims needed to dance it out. So they hired musicians, built stages, and encouraged the dancers to keep moving. It was a disaster. The outbreak only grew larger. More dancers, more suffering, more confusion. No one understood what was happening. Eventually, officials abandoned the idea and transported many of the dancers to a religious shrine outside the city. And then, just as mysteriously as it began, the phenomenon faded. The dancers stopped. The streets returned to normal. And life went on. More than 500 years later, no one knows exactly what caused it. Some historians believe it was mass hysteria triggered by extreme stress and hardship. Others point to poisoned grain contaminated by a hallucinogenic fungus. Religious panic. Psychological contagion. Every theory explains part of the story, but none explain all of it. Because one fact remains incredibly difficult to ignore. Large numbers of people really did dance for days, sometimes weeks, until their bodies gave out, and nobody could tell them why, which raises a chilling possibility. What if the most contagious thing in the world isn't a disease, but an idea? And what if, for one terrifying summer in Strasbourg, that idea spread through an entire city?